Hello tribe, welcome back to my channel, and today we're doing another pick a card, pick your future 7 to 10 days from whenever you're watching this video, guys. And I know I have skipped I think a week or two purely to a lot of things happening, so I'm going to try and keep the next week's one up too. I'll see, because I need to transfer my life from one country to the other, so there's a lot to do. Okay, so let's go with it. Let's start with pile number 1. We have this intuitive card over here. Who is new to my channel, I read from abstract as well. Pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 4. Take a minute for yourself or stop the video if you need to, and I'm gonna catch you there. Hello tribe, whoever has chosen pile number 1, this intuitive card here, let's jump into your reading. So what I have here, I'm doing things purely intuitively. I have no order whatsoever how I'm doing this. So we have my intuitive deck, we have vice versa tarot, organic deck, and the urban tarot. Now the urban tarot is going to tell me what's going to be the overall of your week and what you're going to be concentrated on and how you'll feel about this whole situation. So let's see. You have really nice cards actually here. If you can see, you have success and you have the Emperor. So whoever has felt like you've been in chaos emotionally or financially, you're finding this balance for yourself finally. There's an order that's coming back to your life that you have been missing. Okay, if you haven't been paid, I'm hearing someone hasn't been paid for something that they have done, you're going to get paid. Also, I'm hearing Rihanna's song now in my head, Bitch Better Have My Money. I hope I'm not gonna get demonetized for that, but I mean, there is this sense of gaining what is yours, of getting back what was yours, of justice being brought to someone who maybe has been going through quite a lot. And you're stepping into this Emperor power here, saying, you know, I had enough is enough. I am proud of myself, of how much I've achieved. Okay, because I'm looking at how he feels like and how determined he is, this Emperor, and also how someone is literally seeking for those pentacles. This is saying, I'm getting what I deserve, and what was mine is going to come back to me. So I don't know what it means to you personally, guys, but it seems like someone is getting their lives back in order. Okay, now it seems like next week you might be feeling a little bit guarded, but because of something has happened, you see, because of something has happened, and I'm hearing maybe for some of you it might have been Gemini, doesn't matter the sign, okay, but it seems like someone might have had two faces. So if you have been treated unfairly, this is literally your pile. Okay, if you've been treated unfairly in the past couple of 3 weeks, I'm hearing, okay, because there's many of you. So this is saying you will put yourself in that state where you won't allow a lot of people to come in and disturb your peace. You see that? You won't allow everyone just come in and disturb your peace. You'll be like, no, give me time. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to see you. I need to fix some things with my own life, and I don't have time for this. So it seems like whatever has happened here, you guys, you come into your power, you are claiming things back that were yours and maybe one was once lost. Someone is seeing sunshine after a difficult situation here. I'm going to show this card to you 1 second. Okay, so if you can see, there are two people who seems like just buried something that was precious for them in the ground, right? and they're not very they're not super unhappy about it here. So maybe before you felt like that, you were afraid of it, afraid of the unknown, afraid of the loss. Okay, and now maybe you finally start seeing the sunshine about the thing that you have possibly might lost. It can be anything. What have you lost recently? What are you trying to claim back? Okay, is that peace of mind? Is that happiness? Is that, coming back from depression or being untreated fairly and coming back to your own power? The order, your life wasn't in order, it seems like, here for some time, and you're coming back on track. Now, whatever the case, the sunshine you are seeing, it seems like, is connected with water or corals. Maybe look that up. If you're looking for a happiness here, turn to underwater and note down what, especially on Instagram, I feel like, note down what kind of creatures or what kind of symbols you see that pops up on your social media feed that is from underneath, that is underneath water, that lives underneath water. Okay, that is part of the ocean or sea. And the first one that is going to draw your attention, look up the spiritual meaning of it and find the message for yourself there. Some of you have recently have noticed that already, and I think you're gonna be looking this up now. Now, other things, what I'm seeing, you taking time to contemplate because you might be getting a lot of downloads from above. Take that time and soak everything in that universe and your guides will be giving you, because you're being charged up AF this week, and allow yourself that stagnant time, not stagnant time, that peaceful time, where you're like, okay, give it to me. I'm going to soak everything in because I'm claiming back my life. I'm claiming back my stability. Number 4 is very important here. Okay, the Emperor and also 4 of Swords. This is all about being peaceful, guarded, but not in an unhealthy way. You're guarding your own peace and your own emotions and also your money in some cases. That is a very good thing, especially if you have someone who's two-faced or you feel like they might be. That is saying that they probably are. Pay attention to the vibes that they're giving you so that you can successfully guard yourself from that. Now, let's see what will be the blessings for you, and I'm going to let gravity do its work. We'll be using the Oceanic, I think, tarot. You're coming out of restriction, one of your blessings, okay? And again, there's something about those swords here. It's something about those thoughts. Those who were stuck in your head for a while because of something has happened recently, you're finally coming out of it. You finally are better. You're becoming better. You started seeing the sunshine. This is saying, okay, let me see what else. Yeah, and you're tuning in back to your own creativity. You will embrace your inner child, and I feel like a lot of you might start doing something new, or might come back to something that you have left. Some kind of project, some kind of idea is going to bring you a lot of peace and happiness. Okay, so come back to it. It seems like it's not your pile, because it seems like someone has gone through very difficult time here, and they're trying to claim back their life, their power. Okay, let me see what else will be happening for you that is on a positive side. Young woman, pay attention to that. She's going to be helpful. She's going to be a good influence. She might even be very inspirational. Take a look at color red over here. She might bring that passion back in your life. Yeah, something was taken from you guys in the past, okay? So if something was taken from you in the past, you get injustice. Did I tell you? Bitch better have my money, remember? And the 6 of Pence I showed you here, you are those who haven't acted right or taken something away from someone, they're going to have their justice. So don't worry about that unless you are someone who is the thief. So that's a different story, you know. But karma is biting someone in the ass, but also justice is being served. And whoever has been in general and treated unfairly, this is being over and done with. Pay attention to that creative project that you want to claim back, or that, you know, if you're going to work with your inner child, a lot of you might want to do that too, you know, childhood traumas of any sorts. It's going to bring you so much peace and so much light into your world, this healing, that I think you never understood how much such analysis of, you know, childhood trauma can help one out, because someone is really coming out of this big stagnant moment. So I hope it made sense, pile number 1, and I'm gonna catch you next time. Bye for now. Hello, pile 2 people. So whoever has chosen this intuitive card over here, let's take a look at what's up. So I don't have really an order today. I'm doing it purely intuitively, accordingly to what comes up. Now, with you guys, vouchers. Okay, so what's happening here next week? Someone is being drawn to... Okay, let me just start off with someone is really horny next week, okay? Or someone who is being drawn to very sexy images, or erotic stuff, or looking up things, or in general very in tune with their sexuality, and that's gonna be a big deal for you guys. I mean, I saw that here, I'm gonna show you the cards, but it came through as last card. It fell out in my intuitive deck. So sex or attraction is a big thing for pile number 2. Okay, let me channel a bit here and see what's up. Oh my God, this is not for many. Okay, so skip it if it's not your message. Someone's grandma will tell someone off because they will act a little too much. It's something about maybe being vulgar or being unacceptable in grandma's or mother's eyes. Okay, for some of you it might be that as well. So that's not for all of you, but I would just say be careful who you're texting. If you are texting something that is very explicit, or it's very open and you wouldn't want anyone to get that message, I would say just double check the numbers, okay? Because that's something that I do see someone come in and telling someone something like, oh, that was inappropriate, you know? So try to be discreet when it comes to your sexuality too, okay? Because it seems like someone might notice something that you don't want, and that's your main thing, pile number 2. There's also a vibe here that I'm getting from your Urban Tarot, that it seems like whoever has been playing games behind someone else's back, okay, how this came through to me, someone is, again, devil, you know, codependency, being drawn to bad guys is coming through here, or being drawn to stuff that maybe is inappropriate in a lot of people's eyes. It's something about you being drawn to something that I think for yourself it might even seem that you shouldn't do something. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not judging, I don't care whatever people do, each to their own, but it seems like it's not more so that you will be thinking that it's inappropriate, that other people will think that's inappropriate, being drawn to someone that shouldn't be attractive in your eyes, or being drawn to something that shouldn't be sexy, you know what I mean? So you're getting aroused by something that you shouldn't be. I'm just gonna go with it because pile number 2, that's your vibe. Maybe pick another pile if it's not your message. or if you're not comfortable with that, okay? This is saying this is someone who might be drawn to or imagine things happening with coworker, with a boss, with someone else, you know, or someone who might want and go to do things behind someone's back, even though I don't think that's a lot of you who's going to do that. But there is that urge that next week will need to be satisfied, I'm seeing. So make sure that whatever you do, however you go about the situation, you are staying fair to yourself, to your own morals, because I wouldn't want you to do something here that is that would go against your values or your morals. As long as you're fine with anything that you do or anyone you're connecting with, go ahead and enjoy your life, you know, live your best life. But firstly, I want you to be sure that that's something that you want to do. Okay, that's something that no one pushes you to do. This is your free will. It's consentive. Okay, so now let's take a look at your world. So with the world card, again, this is a very sexy vibe for me. This is someone who is freeing themselves, okay? And I really like this vibe. Someone will feel very open about their feelings to another person. Maybe they will share some information they wouldn't normally, or literally undressing in front of other person. It's something about that here where someone is being completely vulnerable, but they feel really good about it. Okay, it's like finally show myself to the world. Because here, if you take a look at this card from the other side, she's covered. So before someone was covered, now they don't care anymore. They live in their best lives. Okay, there might be some kind of trip that's important for you guys as well here. If we're talking about a trip, that trip might be connected to there might be someone who is not as experienced on that trip, and you might be the teacher, or you might meet someone who is a very young soul. Okay, now you're dealing with someone who is very passionate and is very charismatic, but also someone who might be a little bit tough, or someone who tends to maybe sometimes be a little bit too straightforward, and it can come through as, you know, that sounded rude, but no, that's how this person is, okay? And I feel like that person is someone you are attracted to the next week, okay? You might be separating or spending less time with female that you usually were connected with. That might be due to that trip someone is taking, or you or them, doesn't matter, but it seems like female, there's a disconnect when it comes to the female, but not because of not because of the arguments, okay? It's because of someone has to do something, or someone has to go somewhere. So don't be surprised if you'll have to spend some time apart from the feminine here, okay? Let's take a look at what good things we expect in the next week. We have the jokes. Okay, guys. So, you know what I mean? I told you. What good thing. So someone is, okay, those who haven't got laid for a really long time, or didn't get laid for a really long time, that's your time, okay? That's your time. Not a lot of you guys, but for some. Now, some of you are concentrated on the prosperity, on a new idea. Someone is getting a job interview, going to a job interview. So be prepared, because I feel like you're going to be very excited about that. Some others, you will hear some kind of results when it comes to your school or some kind of course. So we talked about, I've asked what good things are coming your way. So it seems like that prosperity that's coming your way, that job opportunity that's coming your way, is going to have a lot to it. And a lot to it, not in a bad way, burdensome way, because that's not what we're asking. It's going to offer a lot of things for you, okay? So it would be something that would allow you to learn different things that you didn't know about before. Okay, or you might even be guided somewhere else from that interview. So it's something about that it allows you to have options as well. So I hope it made sense, pile number 2, and I'm gonna catch you next week. Bye for now. Hello tribe, whoever has chosen the third intuitive card over here, we have your reading, and it's very interesting already. So I don't have like a particular order today. I'm doing it purely intuitively, according to each pile. What I want to clarify, we'll see, okay, what comes through. You guys, I'm going to get into this very specifically. If it's not your pile, maybe choose one more, because I feel like someone wants to take a look at one more pile or wanted to. But I would suggest maybe listening to both. Now, what's happening here? Your Urban Tarot is going to tell me what's the overall of the week. So we have the Hierophant, we have 10 of Pence, and we have Knight of Cups. So those who are intuitives, especially those who are working as advisors or counselors or spiritual teachers, tarot readers, mediums, doesn't matter, you're going to have a great week, because it feels like a lot of people will be coming for your advice. A lot of people will be coming to ask you what you should do regarding one or the other matter. So expect abundance when it comes to your business, even if you're not in the spiritual field. If you have your own business, this is going to be a great week. I feel like someone will make a good deal or good investments, or someone will see the abundance coming through that maybe was a little bit slow before. So money is a big thing for pile number 2. Doesn't matter what career you are in. Okay, expect abundance, expect unexpected money, expect contracts and deals. Now, another thing here, what I'm seeing, I feel like someone's going to go for a get together or on a date and will have a great time. Well, sexual pull will be very strong here. I feel like someone will be flirting, someone will have a great time. Unexpected encounters with people will be important as well. Generally a very nice week for you guys, pile number 3. I'm really happy. I feel like someone will be also tuning into their beliefs. If you believe in God especially, that's for you. If you have your own God. And I'm not talking about those who believe in universe in this case. It seems like someone who is very religious will be somehow connecting and maybe reconnecting, even in some cases, with the part that they have forgotten about, or they will want to do something connected to religion. Okay, so let's take a look at the rest of the cards here and let's see what's up. Taken from your intuitive card, what I see here, it seems like you guys expect someone coming towards you straight away. And we have that showing in the vice versa tarot too. It seems like someone is looking towards someone and will be coming forwards with some kind of proposal, and whatever the proposal is going to be very pure, very emotional, and very sweet. So expect someone to show up in your life in unexpected ways and propose something to you, and it feels like someone has been dreaming of it for some time or have been getting messages from the universe about that. Okay, so if you've been getting an image in your dreams about someone coming towards you or someone expressing their love to you, expect that something's gonna happen about that this week. There is someone who seems very hidden from you right now. We have it here. Okay, someone has their back turned to you. It seems like this person will be there is someone next week repressing their chemistry when it comes to you. So you might find out that someone is into you or someone wanted to be intimate with you through the third party situation. So what I mean by third party in this case is like a friend of a friend, you know, or that person's friend or your mutual friend. It's something about that. You will find that out not straight away from this person, but from somewhere else. So don't be surprised. Now, another thing, it seems like some of you are wondering where is your sunshine, where you want to go next, and what step you want to make. And it seems like it's a fresh idea, or it's a fresh understanding of some sorts. What is it that I'm looking for? And I feel like you'll be finding you'll get a grasp of it next week, especially those who are trying to do something creative, or something that gives you this, brings this inner child out of you. Okay, that's very important. Your pile is very straightforward. Okay, it's very like dun dun dun. So let's see what other good things we are expecting. And I pre-shuffled this deck already. We're gonna let gravity do its work. What other good things pile number 3 should expect coming towards them the next week? We have healing. You see, someone is a healer. Someone is a healer watching this video for sure. Or if you are not, you might be turning into a healer for help, and it's going to be a great experience. It seems like whoever is a healer in this case, they work with their angels. So some of them might not even know how supported they are once they're performing the healing, and it shows on people. Okay, it shows how much they impact other people. So it's a great week for everyone who is into spirituality, especially if that's your income source. Let me see what else. And a limbo. So we're going to check what that means, limbo. If someone has been stuck into this limbo in their life, it seems like you'll be coming out of it, because we're asking for good things. Okay, so let's see, clarify with that. I said coming out of it, and that's pretty much what's happening. So before, you might have been feeling like this, and now you are finally seeing those clear skies. You believe in good things coming towards you again. This is the unicorn, right? Before, you just had the horse. So maybe you've lost. You can see a bit of that, unicorn horn over there, but it's not that visible, so you could mistaken that for the horse. It seems like someone is bringing the magic back into their life, the belief, that understanding that, you know what, I can achieve anything that I want. I'm coming out of this limbo. And look, over here, well, look, you can't see it. I'm going to lift the deck up. We have this fresh spark of some sorts. Okay, bang, I know where I'm going. And it seems like this is a very similar image here. They're holding that wand. So expect good things, okay? Especially those who have been stuck for a while and nothing was moving as fast as you wanted things to move, especially when it comes to finances. It's going to become, a bit better. And for those who've been waiting for some kind of nice, honest gesture, emotional gesture, it's going to come through. This is telling me that you guys might be prepared to face your fears. So whatever fears you had in the past, it feels like you are overcoming it. You can look fear in the eye and just stand and observe it. So someone is really doing healing on themselves here, or someone is performing that for you, and I feel like it's going to help you out. Let's take Kipper deck and let's see what else we can expect. Success in love, so that goes very well with that page over here. Okay, someone is, I told you, proposing, something very sweet, honest, coming forward with their feelings. So that's something to pay attention to, because I feel like that's something that you might not expect at this time, or at least from that person, or maybe you've lost hope. That is why you were in this limbo. So you're gonna get clarity when it comes to your love life for sure. Because before it was giving you the stress and fear, but stress and fear, I have an intuitive feeling that is connected to something else for a lot of you. So let's take the intuitive and let's see what that's talking about. What's that stress and fear about? Okay, so you might have had a person who was a little bit toxic, or who would say something behind your back, or who wouldn't be honest, and kind of like shitty character, jealousy is coming through here, and so on and on. It might be a feminine one that I'm talking about here, and it seems like you will be sorting this out. This person is already upside down, so it seems like they will be leaving your life, or you will be distancing yourself from them. Yeah, and you finally will step into your own power. It seems like you'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna hold my head high because I deserve it, and I don't care about any of this vibration that's not on my path. I'm gonna walk straight with grace. So I hope this made sense, pile number 3, and I'm gonna catch you next time. Bye for now. Hello tribe, whoever has picked fourth intuitive card over here, welcome back to your reading, weekly reading, and we're going to take a look at what to expect the next week or 10 days from whenever you're watching this video, because it can stretch out for some of you. Now, you are going through a massive awakening, but when it comes to awakening, I'm talking about purely awakening to what it is that you want to do career-wise. Finding that pentacle finally and getting a grasp of it, because it seems like before you have been waiting and waiting, you know, for that pentacle to be ready for you to take, and now it seems like you're going to be ready to take that opportunity here. A lot of you, it feels like you've been contemplating on what it is that I want to do. How can I do this? How will I finish this project? How it's gonna be? So it's going to be a great week when you'll realize that, okay? A lot of understandings will be coming through, so I would suggest you noting things down, especially if you do have ideas coming from above, you know? So if you feel like you're going to hear something, if you feel like you're going to be shown something by your guides, by your angels, by your deceased, note things down and try to work out what it means. But I think that understanding is going to be pretty clear for you, what it is that you want to do next. A lot of you will, it seems like someone has gone to a town hall recently, or someone has gone to a, not court, but maybe some of you have gone to court. Someone has gone to a place where there is like a big place and there are documents being taken care of, signed off, something like that. So you will be getting that done and over with. Kids will be important over here, as I'm seeing from my intuitive deck. So you might be observing your kids. You might be observing if you have kids. If you don't, it's not your message. But this is saying observing how my kids are growing, okay? And you will be contemplating on a lot of things, and I feel like some of you might want to even write down the things that your kids say, or funny things that they say, or something that they do, so that when they grow up you can read it out and have a really good laugh together. Or you can hand it to them and say, hey, that's something that you were interested in, something that you were telling me, that's how you thought when you were little, and that's a thing going to be very somehow influential for their personal growth, but also plans for the future. So that's very deep, and I think that would be a great thing to do if you haven't done that before. You will see how precious that diary will become. Okay, so that's not for all of you, had to throw out there. Now, if you do have a family, if you are in relationship, let's say, even if you don't have full, family, don't have children yet, this is saying it seems like you and your partner will be coming together, you'll become closer because of what you will decide to do, how you will decide to be. So it seems like there's a renewal happening to your relationship, and don't be surprised if you might feel you are attracted to one another more than you have before, because there's going to be a shift in energies. So the Urban Tarot that's on the side is going to tell us overall for your week what's happening. Here we go. So we have again a child that's vibing with my intuitive card. Someone is really taking care of your own child, or that can be someone else's child. So someone else's or your child will be important, or being surrounded by children or people who are very pure and very open. So it can be even a friend circle who is like that, okay? Now, Also, what I'm seeing with the Eight of Pens here, you will be spending time concentrating on your work, and I feel like you're going to be doing great. So if you have unfinished tasks of any sorts at work, you'll manage to go through them in a very assertive, calm, and peaceful manner. So every time you'll feel like you're stressed out, if you'll have that, for those only, take a step back, check your shoulders. If you are tense, come back to yourself, acknowledge that you're stressed, so you can, breathe in, breathe out, and come back on track, because I feel like that's gonna help you out in everyday life too, how to catch yourself being stressed and how to adjust that so you don't affect your health in that way. Now, some of you will be doing really great when it comes to getting things done, and getting things done in a very clever and very assertive way. Again, if you're working, or if you're dealing with people who have to be won over somehow, you'll be that person who is very clever, very intelligent, and you'll know how to deal with those situations. So whatever the game will be thrown at you guys in this week, it seems like you will be the one who knows how to go about it and how to be a winner. So really well done. It seems like you will have a very nice week. Everything is panning out very well. Order, swiftness, and this peace. Okay, so things that maybe have been a little bit gloomy or uncertain for you, you're gonna start seeing sunshine. Everything will become much clearer for you. Okay, especially when it comes to your work or finances. Let's ask the other deck. I think it's called Oceanic deck for more things. What are other things that we should be expecting happening for you during these 7 to 10 days from now? I said order, right? So here we go. That's just a confirmation. So this is saying that you will step into your power, you will get your life on track, you will feel differently even. So pay attention to your energy right now and energy within those 7 to 10 days. Okay, by the way, number 7 will be important for some of you, number 3 and number 4. Restriction. Let me double check that and let's see what that's talking about. Someone is coming out of that restriction. So if you had any mental issues, mental health issues, if you haven't slept well for a while, you're going to find your way about it, how to do it. Okay, you're going to find your way out of your head, and that's going to be very important for you. So someone is dealing with someone is being released. I'm hearing someone is gonna be released, or someone is being set free. So if you want to change your home environment, or there is someone or something restricting you in your home, it seems like that's being sorted out for you. But I don't think it's gonna happen out of nowhere. I think you're going to do something about it so that happens for you. And that has a connection to an ending of some sort. So you might have to leave something behind in order to come out of that restriction. So what is it that you need to leave? This is saying, okay, do you need to leave a certain mindset of your own self, right? Do you need to leave a person? Do you need to leave the place, location? What is it for you? Because it seems like that restriction will be there until you end something and start that order that I talked about, okay? And a lot of you might be dealing with some kind of issues when it comes to your children too. So I think there's going to be a really good week where you will be coming back on track. You will be sorting things out that you maybe have left on the side. You will be I keep paying attention to that building. Building will be very important. You'll go to some kind of property or building that will sort things out for you. And I keep seeing documents being signed. I see a lot of people around, things being taken care of. maybe it's some kind of institution. Okay, so good luck for you, pile number 4, and I'm gonna catch you next time. Bye for now.